Welcome to the complete PvE guide for Succession Corsair. You've probably been looking at YouTube, maybe seen a couple clickbait videos from a certain person, and now you want to learn how to go crazy on this class. Corsair is an easy class to learn, but unlike a lot of people say, it's not a low APM class, trending more towards the average APM area instead. You'll be able to grind on most spots with good results, making it a worth class to learn if you enjoy it. In this guide, we'll go over everything you need to know to grind every kind of spot, including boss splits and dungeons. First, let's look at Lightstones. It's very common for people to ask what Lightstones you should run on the class. That blow is not applicable to Succession Corsair. You want to run type damage, like human, demi-human and Kama, if the spot has it, or then go for raw EP, like the Vicious Shadow set, or, if you're saving money, the Savage set. Next, the add-ons. It's also very common for people to ask what add-ons to run. It will depend on the combo that you use, but I recommend the ones shown on the screen. Overflow, Tidekeys, Wavepout and Storming Gale are all low cooldown tier 2 add-ons, and will give you permanent uptime on the self buffs. Since we still have 2 extra slots, I put add-ons on Jetstream to get us a little bit tankier, and on Spiral Soak to reapply the debuff in case some mobs weren't hit. Quickly looking at the Rabams used for PvE, the 2 important Rabams to have is Wave Blast and Spiral of Dreams. These are really good damage and you need it for the combos. As for locked skills, it's mandatory to lock Evasion Roll, Absolute Squall and Flow after the storm. I also lock Absolute Crashing Waves because I don't use it on my combos, but you don't need to. Corsair is fairly mobile, but she has a lot of different skills that she can use for back-to-back movement. Let's take a look. Riding Waves, shift direction. Smooth Sailing, shift direction. Wipeout, shift Q into Storming Surge, WRMB. Whirlpool, WF. Whirling Slash, side RMB. Sea Stroll, WE. Skedaddle, Direction Space. And Wavebreaker, pressing LMB after certain skills, like Whirling Slash, Whirlpool, and just the normal dash. These abilities all have different stamina costs. Sea Stroll is used mainly for long distance movement. Riding Waves and Smooth Sailing are your main dashes when you don't want to worry about stamina management. Whirlpool can be used for low distance dashes and do damage at the same time. And finally, if you need to manage your stamina, you need to use Whirling Slash, Storming Surge and Wavebreaker. Because Corsair doesn't regen stamina on most skills, it is mandatory to use these skills on one-shot spots where we move a lot. Let's take a look at some examples. One-shot spots are very early game spots which the valid teamies can grind. Here I'm gonna show some examples of Bloodwolves and Poly, but other one-shot spots include Centaurs, the HP and MP pot grind spots, and others like that. As you can see right now, my stamina doesn't go up by much between packs. Using Absolute Riding Waves and Smooth Sailing between the packs will cost more stamina than you regen. By doing this, I'm always low stamina at Bloodwolves, and sometimes I run out even. On this kind of spot, it's very easy to fix the stamina issue. To manage your stamina, just add Whirling Slash after a dash, or then Wavebreaker. This will reduce your stamina consumption by half. The less you use Smooth Sailing and Riding Waves, and the more you use Wavebreaker, Whirling Slash and Whirlpool, the less stamina issues you'll have. You'll notice that in some spots, you can't Riding Waves or Smooth Sailing at all. For example, at Polis, the pack-to-pack movement comes down to basically pressing spacebar into LMB, casting Wavebreaker between it. As you can see, when Whirling Slash and Storming Surge are on cooldown, all I'm doing is pressing spacebar into LMB to cast Wavebreaker. It's important to try and get 300 stamina back when you need long distance movement, because then you can assist roll. Now moving on to a breakdown of the skills and how to apply them. Let's start by the cancels. Corsair doesn't have that many cancels. Most skills are animation locked, and the kinds of cancels you have just make you cast the second hit of a skill faster. One of the most useful cancels is Captain Orders SC. After certain skills, you can instant cast a second hit instead. These skills include Ocean's Pearl and Wavepout. As I said before, the class is very animation locked. Our main iframe, Skedaddle, which is direction spacebar, does not cancel skills, but it can be used at the end of any skill that we have. Finally, the last two cancels involve our vacuum. You can instant cast Spiral Soak SC while you're still underwater in the vacuum. Another cancel for our vacuum, Jetstream, is using the direction key while we're still underwater to cast the flow skill, repositioning us. Corsair has really good PvE iframes. Riding Waves and Smooth Sailing are both PvE iframes, and you can pretty much spam them. An average PvE iframe rotation on Corsair is using these two skills and Skedaddle when it's not on cooldown, just like it's being demonstrated on screen. Now, so you have a notion, let's take a quick look at the regeneration skills, both mana and HP wise. For mana, Whirlpool, Overflow and Tight Kiss all recover a good chunk of mana, and these skills can pretty much keep you topped up on mana even if you don't have pots. Here's a demonstration on my NA account where I don't have any mana pots. As for HP regeneration, Whale Song, Spiral Sea of Dreams and Tidal Slash into Raging Torrent are all small heals. The big heal comes from the vacuum, that heals you while you're under the ground in full iframe. It's the best skill on Corsair when you need to heal up. Now taking a look at the combos, depending on the spot, the amount of skills that you have and the cooldowns between packs will differ. On lower AP spots, like Kratuga and Orcs, you'll only need 3 to 4 skills per pack. So to build some muscle memory, I separated the skills in 4 simple combo strings, as shown on the screen. So let's look at these combo strings. Combo 1 starts with Overflow, Q, into 2 hits of Storming Gale, F. Then Wavepout, SRMB, and you keep SRMB held to cast Tight Kiss. Combo 2 starts with Ocean's Pearl, Shift RMB, into Captain Orders, SC, into Vigor Rush, RMB. Combo 3 starts with Wave Blast, Shift Z, into Wave Lash, Shift LMB, into Wipeout, Shift Q. Combo 4 is the Whale skills, Jetstream, Shift C, into Spiral Soak, SC while still underwater, into Rabams Spiral of Dreams, RMB, into Whale Song, Shift T. After you get the 4 combo strings down, you can now use them to combo. You need to notice that combo 1 has the lowest cooldown, as well as all of your buffs and debuffs. You pretty much are going to be casting combo 1 on cooldown. The best burst on this class is doing combo 1 into 2, into 3, and into combo 1 again. In some spots, you won't need that much damage, and you'll run into cooldown issues between the packs. When that happens, you want to do combo 1 into combo 2, into combo 3, and then on the next pack, you can do combo 1 into combo 4. Let's take a quick look how the combo on the screen looks like in action. So now that you understand how to combo and the cooldown issues that the class has, you can start doing the infinite PvE combo. As I said before, you're going to cast combo 1 on cooldown. The infinite PvE combo is shown on screen. You're basically gonna cast combo 1 into 2, into 3, into 1, into 4, and then repeat the process. However, every second time you cast combo 4, Jet Stream will still be on cooldown, so you need to skip this skill and cast Spiral Soak right away. This is how it looks. Finally, there's skills that are useful for PvE that are not in the combos. The two main uses these skills can have are for repositioning, for finishing mobs with low HP, and when you have Shy and Z buffs for filler damage, in case you need to stall cooldowns a bit for the infinite PvE combo. So these extra skills are Simulankly, SF, that can be used for damage and repositioning. Tidal Slash into its flow can be used to stall out cooldowns and do damage. And finally, Whirling Slash can also be used as filler damage. We're now gonna take a look at some demonstrations of grind spots, starting with lower geared ones, around 700 AP. For this demonstration I purposely dropped my AP to 700. Kratuga Ruins is a very popular spot. To grind here, you'll have to be comfortable with the different combo strings, as each pack takes around 2 to 3 skills to kill. Another popular low AP spot is Jade Forest. It's very aggro efficient and will help you progress towards your helmet. Unlike Kratuga Ruins, however, you'll have to be comfortable with the half combos and the full combo, as you need both of them here. You always need to position yourself to hit the statue first, since the mobs take more damage after it dies. If you're fighting an elite mob at Jade Forest, more often than not you'll have to perform a full combo to kill him. Therefore, even though Jade Forest is a good spot for low AP, you should probably only come here after you're comfortable with the Succession Corsair PvE combos. Moving on to mid-game gear spots. These are capped around 850 AP. As always, depending on the spot, you'll have to be comfortable with different things. Starting out with Gyfin, here you'll have to be comfortable with doing the full burst combo, as shown previously. Position yourself behind the right statue before it becomes hittable, and then do your combo. Next, we'll take a look at Orcs. This is a very popular spot around the mid-game. The spot becomes a bit dynamic in the way you need to grind it, and you need to be comfortable with every aspect of the Corsair kit. Without a weapon, the spot is very comparable to Kratuga Ruins, where you need to know the combo strings. If you're killing a pack outside of the illuminated area, you need to know your half combos. And, while you have a weapon, the spot basically becomes a one-shot spot, where knowing how to move from pack to pack becomes more important. Finally, the last shown popular mid-game spot is Giants. Here is very straightforward, you just need to half combo every pack. For the last grind spots, we're gonna check endgame gear spots, where you need to have over 1000 AP. A recent addition to the game, Darkseekers, will require you to know how to do the first combo. In this spot you'll also find yourself repositioning between skills to keep doing back attacks to the monsters. Finally, you need to understand what filler skills to use to finish up low HP mobs, since you want to do it quick and without using any big cooldowns. Another popular endgame spot is Crypt of the Resting Thoughts, where you can get Dehkia belts. Here, you don't need as much EP. However, the DP is very important, as they will do a lot of damage, especially to Corsair, which is a very slow class. To grind this spot, you have two options. You can do double pulls, but you need to use the full extended combo for that, or then you can kill one pack at a time. The second option will require less DP, but you'll also get less loot. To double pull efficiently, you can just C-stroll through the first pack while you go to the second one. The last endgame spot we're gonna look at is Dehkia Oluns. This spot drops Dehkia earrings, so a lot of players want to grind here. You need to know how to do your PvE infinite combo, but also how to abuse the PvE Iframe to dodge the AoE attacks that do a lot of damage. As our last demonstration section, we're gonna look at some boss splits. This is the content where you need to have the most mastery on Succession's Corsair kit, as well as understanding the boss mechanics. There are fights like Golden Peak King, where it's very important to know how to use your frontals to trade the boss. Other important aspect is find the right timing to use your wheel skills, not only to do damage, but to heal up as well. Other fights, like Imugi, will require you to use your PvE iframe a lot and test your awareness and understanding that you can't commit long animation in certain cases. This fight can also test if you can do the full PvE combo while under pressure. And that's it for the video. I hope I gave you a good understanding of the Corsair class in PvE and gave you all the tools that are needed for your current PvE challenge. As always, my Twitch will be on the description if you want to watch some grind live. I also have some grinding and PvP videos on the channel if you want to check more Corsair content. See you around, guys.